Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to review headlines of today's newspapers. Let's get straight into it.
All right, so we'll start, as always, with this day on Saturday, where the lead story says gas is the elixir for Nigeria's economic reconstruction growth, says Tinubu. Promises to work with all partners to redefine the future of economy with gas. Targets 11,500 gas-powered vehicles as CNG initiative is approved. I mean, that's the president speaking to the areas of interest as far as the economy is concerned. And we can see from what he has done, he has split the Ministry of Petroleum into two and then appointed two ministers of state to show how the sort of seriousness that he wants from that ministry. Of course, as you know, he appointed Ekpo as the Minister of State for Gas Resources, and of course, Heineken Lopobiri as Minister of State for Petroleum Resources. It is believed that the substantive Minister for Petroleum is going to be the president himself. But then if he's saying that the gas is the elixir for Nigeria's economic reconstruction, why can't the president be the minister of gas rather than minister of petroleum, But the importance that he has attached to gas is welcome, and it is necessary. Let's hope that as they're working towards preparing the budget for next year, things will take a radical turn,
definitely,
in a positive manner, so that we'll do away with the old order where all we were doing was borrowing and then opening up the tap for a few people to benefit. On top of that story, ECOWAS defense chiefs agree on D-Day for invasion of Niger. UN to junta, rule by gun has no place in today's world. Interesting, isn't it?
Very.
The other time that they were meant to meet in Ghana, it was postponed indefinitely. Now they're back, and they're back talking tough, saying that no, we can. It's on the table that if you fail to do the proper thing, which is to return power to constitutional order, we will invade. I'm not so sure how that sounds good when you say that we will invade and restore. How do you use force to return constitutional order? The president that was deposed, that was removed, it's not in your custody. It's in the custody of the people that you want to go and invade. So what constitutional order, if you succeed in taking out the coup plotters and you lose the former president or the president, in
President
Bazoum in the process, will ECOWAS therefore run the country on behalf of Nigerians? It's not looking very tidy, but let's see what happens. Now, UN here is saying to the junta, rule by gun has no place in today's world. So what happened to Mali? What happened to Burkina Faso? What happened to Guinea? What happened to Chad? Where the young gentleman there is a beneficiary of a coup. After Niger, are we going to move to Guinea or move to Mali or move to Burkina Faso? Let's see what happens there.
I mean, definitely. One thing I would just add to that is ECOWAS needs to continue to find ways to dialogue. I know we're talking about the possibility of dialogue, with terrorists earlier, and we had vehemently refuted that. But in this situation, I think it's something that should be considered over and over again. 90% dialogue. This should be definitely invasion of Niger should be the last.
Because when you're talking of a standby force, where are they? Where are they standing by? You pull people from Nigeria essentially, and from Ivory Coast and from Senegal. How many can Togo give you? How many can Benin Republic give you? Or all the other small countries like Gambia, etc. Let's find a way to deal with this issue without having to plunge the sub-region into a needless theater of war.
Yes.
On top of the masted don't merge or scrap Niger Delta Ministry, Pandev warns president. But that's crying after the whole thing has been done, because Niger Delta Ministry seems to not be there anymore without a minister, because the president is thinking that NDDC It's the same role, basically.
Yes.
Why do you need a minister that, you know, at the end of the day, all he does is to pretend over NDDC, which has a board and an MD. On the window, electronic fraudsters steal 9.5 billion naira from banks, payment systems in 7 months. CBN calls for enhanced collaboration to stem the tide, releases fresh guidelines for forex sale by BDCs. Interesting stories there. 9.5 billion is not cheap money. Banks will just have to stay ahead of these fraudsters. Fraudsters will not stop. Crime pays for those who engage in it. The only reason why you will curtail it is to make sure that people are punished and people don't go scot-free. New guidelines by the CBN for BDCs. Let's see.
Let's see how it pans out.
This over-dollarization of the economy really can help anybody.
Okay, so let's see if we can take one more paper very quickly. The
look
Saturday
at
Vanguard.
Yeah.
The top story there reads, Nigerians slam the federal government for dismantling the all eyes on judiciary billboards, says it's beginning of dictatorship in Nigeria. Just above the mast there, very sad news. We're just talking about this during the break. Wizkid loses his mom. She passes away in London. There's not a lot of information exactly as to what happened.
Sadly.
But his manager, Sunday Are, confirmed to Vanguard that he indeed lost his mom. Definitely a huge condolences to Ayo Balogun. Another story there.
There's something about Burna Boy. I think Vanguard is interesting because of the entertainment.
They find a way
component.
to balance it out. Burna Boy speaks from Los Angeles. Music is life for me. I have to deliver. And he has been doing amazing over the past couple of months. Very quickly, Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, beginning of African revolution. Very interesting take there, especially when we look at the body language of ECOWAS. I think it's very important to begin to look at the reasons why we're seeing so many coups happening over and over again, as opposed to just going straight to war. Let's figure out what
coups must be condemned.
Of course.
But constitutional coups too, and maladministration must also be condemned. This is why a lot of people are having divergent of opinions as to how this, can be addressed.
Definitely.
All right, we have to go really, and that brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thank you for watching, and do stay safe. I'm Steve Ayoride. I
am Shaiton Atigari from our entire team here in Lagos, Nigeria. Enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye.